Hey guys, Bruce here. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Thanks for a little bit of your time today. Going to talk to you about one of the most popular fish in the hobby, and that is the Oscar. Here you see my long-fin Oscar in the background when it was a baby, and my big tiger Oscar in the front. I've had Oscars for a long, long time and can tell you from experience they are like puppies. You get them, they're very small and cute, but they require a lot of devotion from you as an aquarium owner to take care of them because they will get very big and live a long, long time. So let's talk about them some more and learn a little bit. And thanks for watching. All right, guys, originating from South America, probably none of the Oscars you're going to see at the pet stores are actually wild caught anymore. That's not necessarily a bad thing because the wild caught ones are kind of plain looking in comparison to some of the beautiful ones developed over time through breeding. But they do come from South America. Almost impossible to tell these guys males from female until they start breeding, at which point you can see their vents. Oscars, though, will get huge, okay? Just want to let you know. They normally, in the aquarium hobby, you see them, they get about 12 to 13 inches long, all right? But there are reports of them. Some people have had them for years and years in really big tanks, and they've gotten as big as 18 inches. Now, these things can live like 20 years, folks, and I'm not kidding you. So that would be obviously under ideal conditions, but all I'm saying is that these are going to live a long time. They're not going to live like a goldfish, and 3 years from now, it's going to be gone. So you want to make sure you plan to take care of these for a long time. Water parameters, pretty simple. They don't like real cold water, but 74 to about 81, 82 is fine. 6 to 8 pH. Hardness is not a big problem with them, but they definitely want clean water. You can look up a disease called hole in the head, which is something these guys are susceptible to, which is primarily a result of poor water conditions. So that's about it. Huge variety of these guys, though. There's tiger ones like these. There's pure red ones, albinos, what's called leucistic ones, which are look kind of like albinos, but just are lacking pigment in some of their body. There's what's called xanthistic, which are kind of a yellow looking. They do get big though, so 55 gallon for about one of them is all you're going to get. Keep in mind these things will tear up plants out of the bottom of your tank. If they don't like stuff, they will try to move it around, which can be endearing, but it also can be a pain if you want a planted tank. Here you can see an Oscar I have with a gold severum, and this was when he was a little younger. I had to move him because this was only a 55-gallon tank and it got too small for the two of them. But he's really angry right here because he's annoyed that I put this plant in there, and I did it more just for fun because he will rip this plant up. It will not survive the night. This is what the normal bottom of the tank will look like. There's the other severum, and they're going to do what they want. If they don't like where rocks are, they'll try to move them. So you just want to be careful and keep in mind that they will try damaging themselves. Most of the time, I recommend if you're going to have an Oscar that you have plants floating up on the top to help keep the water clean, and don't don't think you're going to keep a bunch of plants down in the bottom of the tank. They will eat a wide variety of food, though, which is kind of nice. You can train them, like I said. They'll come take chunks of food right out of your hand. When they're small, they will eat just flake food, no problem. But as they get bigger, they're going to want some cichlid pellets, go from a small to a medium all the way up to a large then. They'll eat brine shrimp, bloodworms. I fed mine frozen food. They do like live food. Again, be careful. Make sure you're getting live food from a reputable source or raising your own guppies or whatever so that you know that you're not feeding your fish some bad food. If you plan to Put some fish in there with them. I've had them in with silver dollars, tiger barbs, convict cichlids, firemouth cichlids, severums, obviously here, Jack Dempsey's, even I've had a variety of plecos in with them, which they don't bother. I even had a Bisher in there with a big Oscar for a long time, and he didn't seem to bother him very much. But keep in mind, they can be aggressive. And keep in mind, folks, I can tell you from experience, Oscars are like dogs also in that they have a variety of personalities. Although they're typically friendly with you, the owner, sometimes they don't like other Oscars. Sometimes they don't like other fish. You just never know. So keep an eye out for signs of aggression. You don't want them hurting other fish or themselves getting hurt. And remember, if you're going to breed them, they're going to lay eggs on rocks like you see down there, and they might have 1,000 or more babies. So be careful that you don't let them breed if you don't want to keep them. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit. And again, great fish. I've had them for many, many, many years and can recommend them to anyone. And as always, guys, stop down and see the fine folks at Northside Aquatics in Elkhart, Indiana if you have questions on this or any other fish.